Meredith Kircher, a popular and beautiful girl, was murdered, and yet, less than a day after her murder, she was forgotten. Amanda Knox, her attractive American roommate, stole the spotlight. Her killer did a bad job. It was amateur work. There were bloody fingerprints and footprints all over the apartment, and the killer even defecated in the toilet and forgot to flush. But that wasn't the worst of it. Whoever murdered Meredith Kircher didn't know how to use a knife. The first 2 wounds weren't deep enough to do fatal damage. On the 3rd try, the killer found a soft spot in the left side of her throat and plunged the blade full to its hilt. It was clear that the intent was to kill. After the stabbing, the killer displayed an attitude rarely evident in a crime scene: remorse. 3 white towels were used in a frantic effort to staunch the bleeding. When that failed, the killer removed the comforter from Kircher's bed and laid it over the corpse. Finally, the killer ran out of the front door, leaving a trail of bloody shoe prints. At 10:30 a.m. of November 2nd, Knox was returning home when she noticed several signs that struck as abnormal. The front door was left open. There were drops of blood in the sink. She thought it was strange, because she and her roommates wouldn't leave blood in the bathroom. Once she saw feces in the toilet, she panicked and left the house. Knox returned to the house with her boyfriend, a rich local who was described as an Italian Harry Potter. The Italian postal police, who were responsible for investigating crimes like stolen phones, entered the house and found blood. A bloody foot that stuck out of Miranda Kircher's bed. Knox was quickly made the prime suspect because of her behavior in the first days of the murder. She was oblivious to the fact that she was a suspect for the police, and as a result drew attention to herself. The investigators did not believe Knox's story. She eventually signed a confession without it, leaving Knox to serve 27 years. In court, a ridiculous Italian judicial system, coupled with incompetent police work leading to the mishandling of evidence, helped convict Knox of murder. She stood up in another hearing after 3.5 years in prison and described her unjust time in jail. Everyone was shaken except for the jurors. They looked completely unmoved. It was as if they couldn't understand a single word that Amanda Knox was saying.